Hey guys, thanks for being with me. I just got a few questions from a comment that was sent over, so I'll make a video on them and try to respond to it quick. This has not been rehearsed, so I'm just gonna give you my opinion, my thoughts. I appreciate the comments and the questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and address it. The first question I got was, "What do you think about purchasing real estate in a few months when real estate prices begin to really drop?" It's a great question. Let me start by saying that real estate is definitely going to come down. Real estate is not um, is not is not. I'm always bullish on real estate. Let me start by saying that real estate uh, uh, is not covered. When there's a recession, a depression, everything comes down. Everything come down. What I would say is there's a couple of things you need to do. Number one, you need to watch my videos on how to turn 3,500 into $1 million and in real estate, and start from there, and go through I have over 60 videos, and watch those videos, because you're really home in on the formula. There's a formula that you can use in purchasing real estate, that when the real estate come back down, use that formula. That formula does not change. It doesn't change in a bullish market. It doesn't even change in a bearish market. So when the price corrections do happen, and when they come back down, because they will correct, unfortunately, I do have to make aware that some of the reason why they're coming out with all these stimulus programs is because the extended credit was out so high that if you don't put the people back to work, you got 400. The average home was sold for 275, almost 300,000. So there's going to be massive foreclosures to come down the pike. If you watch my videos, you understand that I have always been against consumer loans for consumer homes. Okay, so be an investor, and there is a buy-in point, but go back and watch those videos. It'll cover that question. But I think real estate is great, but I may need to answer your the last question before I can answer. You know, how do you feel about starting an e-commerce business of essential goods? Genius. All this stuff is going to move to online. The brick and mortar idea, the brick and mortar formula, the brick and mortar retail formula does not work. It doesn't work in this day and age. You got Airbnb competing against hotels. You have Amazon and Walmart competing against mom and pop brick and mortar. That formula is broken. It doesn't work anymore. And you don't want to be like Kodak, who just couldn't change it up, and it eventually was the leading business in the world, in the United States, and eventually went out of business or filed for bankruptcy because you just couldn't change the formula. Change the formula up. That's right. And another thing I wanted to say, during this time, while you have all this time at home, now is the time to home in and master a skill. Watch some YouTube videos. All you gotta do is watch several hours of YouTube, and it's just like going to go get a master's degree. Like YouTube, you actually watching what you want to do, and then go out and apply what you want to do. If you want to master something, then go out and apply from watching hours of different ways of doing something on YouTube. Then go out and try it. And through your mistakes that you go out and try it, then through those mistakes is where you hone mastery. So you can become a master at anything in record time. This is the age of information. So that's my point of view on that. But the So the e-commerce job, absolutely genius. Absolutely genius. Just know this when you're talking about starting businesses and open businesses. Mark Cuban said, for the person who start businesses on loan money is just a bad idea. So let the business organically grow, and build it from that way. Because then you'll know your profit, your losses, your errors. You'll know how you need to change your formula up. And if you're going to start an e-commerce business, like persistence is the way to the top. Like persistence. It ain't the e-commerce business. It's persistence. So if you start one, like through good times, do it. Through questionable times, do it. Through hard times, do it. And through time and effort, preparation, time, effort, that's where you're going to get your success. It's many. No one, listen, when you're talking about business, no one can evade the road of work. Like you have to work at it. You are going to have to work at it. So e-commerce essential goods, great. Don't try to hoard toilet paper and sell toilet paper because the government cracked down on that shit. Don't try to hoard sanitizer because the government cracked down on that. You'll end up spending time in prison for that. Don't try to buy N95 masks and hoard those because you'll go to prison doing it right now. And if you're not familiar with that, just read some media headlines. That was a guy who was hoarding over 200,000 N95 masks. They arrested his ass just here yesterday, and he went to prison. So don't be that person. Don't be an asshole. Just nothing to lose work. You're gonna have to put in the work. Just be persistent. Persistence is where you're gonna get your success, though. That's in anything. All right, moving on to the next question. Lastly, what is our solution? I'm all for buying gold, but for the last run of this fiat money, we have to be able to generate it to purchase the gold. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not really. No, you don't. The government's about to give you stimulus money. The government's about to give you stimulus money. If you want gold, and if gold is the answer where this all head, then buy gold, pay the premium. Buy gold and pay premium. If you're going to get stimulus money, if the government's going to give you $2,400, which is my last video, watch my last video, and gold's at $1,600, which means that after the premium, you'll probably pay $1,675. Yeah, you can buy gold. You can buy an ounce of gold. Yeah. You don't have to put all your money in gold. But you can buy gold. You can buy silver. You sure can. jmbullion.com. jmbullion.com. Don't buy it at pawn shops. Don't try to be slick because you will get got. Don't be slick. Just go to reputable places when you buy it and make sure it's physical, I would imagine. That's my opinion on that. I don't want to spend too much time on the gold topic, though, because that's a whole video that we can discuss. Let's cover lastly, what is the solution? Man, I think as of right now, I think that the market will rebound. Okay? I do think the market will rebound. I think that you need to be, and you can see more upside in this than you can in gold for the short term. You'll be able to see more success in doing this step than even in gold for the short term. Here's the deal. You need to spend the time to become knowledgeable about where the money is going to be. Where is money going? Okay? So everyone is talking about finding a bottom in the market. Okay? There is going to be opportunity if you just simply save the stimulus money, save your stimulus money, open up an account. Okay? Go to fidelity.com or tdameritrade.com, go through them simple steps and open up an account. There's enough stimulus money out there that they're going to be given that you'll be able to do this, okay? And I think that reinvesting in the economy is, I know that sounds cliche, but I think at these levels, you reinvesting in the economy with money with money that you planned on investing anyway, you're going to see the best long-term upside. And the reason being is because you're not lying about your investment. You're not taking your rent money and buying these investments with it. You're not taking rent money. And I'm not a financial advisor, so let me preface that. And I'm not a economist, but I think that if you have money that you didn't expect to get, and you have your rent and your food, then invest is the next thing to do. There is people who have 401ks that have to ride this thing all the way down and then come back up. The fear is simply this right here. The fear that's publicly talked about is those who have to ride it all the way down. That's the fear. You didn't have to ride it all the way down. You didn't ride it all the way down. You're buying why it's down. Could it go lower? Yeah. But your dollar cost average, or your cost basis, which is the price you paid, no matter where it goes, you're infinitely better positioned than the individual who used leverage or got the margin call or didn't have the money and used the credit to buy those positions a month ago. Just make sure that when you open the account, put the money in there. Just keep depositing the money. Here's something else too. Here's something else. Or you could just store cash and sit on your hands and wait. If you don't want to spend the time to learn how to invest, if you don't want to spend the time, because there is no short road, you will have to spend time to learn something, whether it's real estate, whether it's e-commerce business, whether how to purchase gold, whether it's how to invest. If you don't want to spend the time and learn, then you need to just take as much cash and just sit on it and wait. Sometimes the best answer is just put yourself in a position for when opportunity do present itself, you're ready. So instead of me trying to steer you a certain direction, these are all options. But in a bear market, sometimes trying to accumulate cash is what the market does too. That's the first thing the market do, is try to accumulate as much cash as possible. But if I was you, some of these things can't be learned overnight. So I think for the short time going forward, just trying to save as much cash as possible, and then just opening up your spectrum and window of watching things and learning things and understanding things, but making sure that you're just sitting on your savings and just waiting and watching. And I think you'll be positioned pretty well. That's my perspective on those questions. If you want me to do a follow-up video, or if you have more questions, just let me know. I don't mind doing these videos. I love doing these videos. If you want to know what I'm doing for the shorthand, I'm doing a combination of things. So I can make a video on it if you guys are interested. But that's my perspective. Let me know if I answered your questions, and I can go into further detail if you like. Just a rant. Thanks.